From the Home Slice News Center, this is the Daily Slice for Monday, January 8th, 2024. I'm D. Ray Knight. This is what's going on. South Dakota lawmakers are gearing up for this year's legislative session, set to begin tomorrow in Pierre. House Majority Leader Will Mortensen says he thinks it's going to be a banner year for education, and the approaching session will be good for students and teachers. Senate Majority Leader, Republican Casey Crabtree, believes child care rules will receive attention, calling the topic a workforce issue. District 15 Democratic Representative Linda Duba thinks the most pressing issue will be to develop a budget that the legislature and the governor can agree on. Rapid City set a building permits record last year. Amy Rose has more.
Rapid City set a new all-time record for building permits in 2023 for both the number of permits issued and the overall value of building projects. The city issued more than 27,000 permits with a valuation exceeding $460 million, surpassing the previous record set in 2022 by more than $100 million. City officials said part of that is due to an increase in construction costs, but see continued growth as the main factor. Vicki Fisher, Community Development Director of Rapid City, said the permits issued were a mix of commercial, industrial, and residential development. She said around a quarter of the new permits were from companies outside the city and credits the city's partnership with organizations like Elevate Rapid City and Visit Rapid City for helping to sustain that growth.
In news from the nation and the world, an Israeli airstrike has killed an elite Hezbollah commander in southern Lebanon. It's the latest in an escalating exchange of strikes along the border that have raised fears of another Mideast war, even as the fighting in Gaza exacts a mounting toll on civilians. A Lebanese security official said Monday's strike on an SUV killed a commander of a secretive Hezbollah force that operates along the border. Hezbollah identified the slain fighter as Wassam al-Tawil without providing further details. He is the most senior Hezbollah militant to have been killed since Hamas's October 7th attack into southern Israel triggered the all-out war in Gaza and lower-intensity fighting between Israel and Hezbollah. Leaders in the U.S. House and Senate have reached a spending agreement. Amy Rose has the details.
Congressional leaders have reached an agreement on overall spending levels for the current fiscal year that could help avoid a partial government shutdown later this month. House Speaker Mike Johnson is hailing the agreement in a letter to colleagues as the most favorable budget agreement Republicans have achieved in over a decade. President Joe Biden says the agreement is one step closer to preventing a needless government shutdown and protecting important national priorities. Lawmakers needed an agreement on overall spending levels so that appropriators could write the bills that set line-by-line money for agencies. Funding is set to lapse January 19th for some agencies and February 2nd for others.
The first U.S. lunar lander in more than 50 years is on its way to the moon. The private lander blasted off Monday from Cape Canaveral, catching a ride on a brand new rocket. United Launch Alliance's Vulcan rocket streaked through the pre-dawn sky, successfully putting the Peregrine lander on a roundabout route to the moon. Landing is targeted for February 23rd. Pittsburgh-based Astrobotic Technology aims to be the first private company to successfully land on the moon, something only 4 countries have ever accomplished. A Houston company has a lander ready to fly to the moon under the same NASA-supported program, but not until next month. Your weather forecast from the Home Slice Weather Center. Mostly sunny this afternoon and 25. Low tonight, 13. And that was your Daily Slice for Monday, January 8th, 2024. The Daily Slice is a production of Home Slice Media Group, hosted by D. Ray Knight with Amy Rose. Executive producer Mark Houston. Engineered by Chris Jaquess. I'm D. Ray Knight. Have a great day.